Okay, teams, I just want to do a longer video talking about home ownership, when you should purchase a home, some parameters around purchasing a home, and when is a good time to stop renting and actually purchase that home. So that's the biggest question I get asked. And before I jump into it, I just want to say, I am not discouraging you from purchasing a home. I am just giving you parameters and giving you some advice around purchasing a home and making sure that your home becomes an asset to you and not a liability and a stress factor in your life. Because owning a home can be stressful. So think of it this way. If you've been renting for a long time, you don't pay for much. You pay for your utilities and you pay for a damage deposit and you pay for your monthly rent. But if your fridge breaks, you don't have to worry about that. Your stove breaks, you don't have to worry about that. You don't pay through the property taxes on your rent. You don't pay all the other fees that come with owning a home. You just pay your rent and your utilities. Everything else is covered. When you go to purchase a home, you become the landlord, which means, guess what? That fridge breaks, you have to buy a new fridge. That stove breaks, you have to buy a new stove. You have to pay for your property taxes. Any fees that occur when you purchase a home, you have to pay for. You're the landlord now. So the biggest argument that I get is, well, I'm paying $1,000 in rent and I could get a mortgage for around $1,000. So why wouldn't I do that? And sometimes it makes sense for you to do that. But lots of times they're asking me that because $1,000 is already stretching them pretty thin in rent. They're already stretched really thin by having $1,000 in rent. And they're wanting to move to owning a home, which is going to cost them significantly more. It might be $1,000 in the mortgage, but once you factor all the other costs in, you're probably looking at around $1,200 a month as a more realistic number. So if you can afford that extra 20% on your rent, then it might not be a bad idea to buy. But just be cautious. I want you to win.